to get your attention. For all their efforts, they are rarely noticed. Madhavendra Puri, who never even asked for food, was sought out by you, so you could personally ask him for some sandalwood paste. Women often engaged in the most elaborate and lengthy prayers, beseeching the demigods for a divine male child. The mother of Narada Muni was a simple maidservant who served the Bhakti Vedantas and took their remnants. Her son became so dear to you that he acts as your personal messenger. Powerful kings feed thousands of brahmanas and villagers, hoping to attract your attention. Dhira Kolavecha offered you a few banana leaves with such devotion that you came personally to eat his food. Many gathered to perform magnificent sacrifices and grand rituals, vying for your blessings. At best, they may summon some demigod. Sudama, however, offered you only a little chipped rice and made no request at all. You were so delighted, you personally washed his feet and gave him a beautiful palace in which to live. Most people wait until they are old and worn to consider renunciation. They then try to give something to you only after they are no longer able to extract any use from it. Little Prahlad gladly gave you his youth, and you reciprocated by personally protecting him in the most dangerous and difficult of situations. Some yogis adhere strictly to their vows of celibacy all their lives, performing great austerities to attract you or receive some boon. They are lucky if they get even a glance from you. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a magistrate involved in worldly affairs. He was a householder with 12 children. However, his service and his bhajans were so pure that you personally appeared to him. Ascetics undergo severe hardships, wearing very little clothing and eating only on occasion. Of all their efforts, they may not even reach Brahmaloka. King Pundarika, who dressed opulently and ate most scrumptiously, captured your heart so intensely that you personally cried out for his association. My dear Lord Chamasundara, you have shown so many times that your devotees live only for you, that you live only for them. Pure bhakti forces you to give yourself. My dear Lord, I have no bhakti to attract you. My offerings and consciousness are unworthy of you. After many lifetimes in this unfortunate condition, I cry out to you. Please be merciful to me and give me the opportunity to develop real love.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasai Bhutale Sri Bhakti Tirtha Swami Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Sritanmane Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Bhakti Tirtha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaura Vani Pracharani Nirvise Sunyavadi Kostacha Desatarani Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulun Militanjana Taismai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhistam Statitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Okay, we continue with our discussion from Beggar 1. Who can attract the Lord? Who can attract the Lord? So Gurudev is mentioning so many wealthy businessmen. They're trying to capture Krishna. Building large buildings, building hospitals, they're building orphanages, they are feeding thousands of people. And in Delhi, there's one place called Ashram. Thousands of people go there every day. The place is really very big. But what is there? It holds such a big area with all the places for feeding people and all kinds of things. The deity which is there is a little bit bigger than my own deity. But the place is big and the billboard is everywhere. It's called, you don't see ISKCON billboard anywhere. But ashrams, billboard everywhere, the whole city, directing thousands of people to come there. For what? Just to see buildings and see the charitable activities they do for people. And hardly Krishna knows people like this because it is all external. And I have seen also many times people are giving food to people and are giving grains on the Kadasi Day. They're feeding people in Kadasi Day. So they're doing a good thing in the wrong way, the wrong place, the wrong time. It's good to give people food, but they are giving people opportunity to become more sinful because when one eats even one grain on the Kadasi Day, it's very, very dangerous. But of feeding people a plate of maybe a handful of khichdi, you can count how many grains are inside. So when we do that even for one Ekadasi, it's so dangerous. We're going to stay in the material world for a long, long time. And we're not just to ourselves, we are feeding that to thousands of people. In the name of charity, people are doing this. So how will I attract Krishna? When we don't know what is charity, we don't know what is good thing. This is one thing. The second problem is that people who are doing this charity, they are not doing it because they love us. They are doing it just to use us to go to heaven. So they are using us in the name of their charity. They are using us to go to heaven, which is selfishness. Is also very, very dangerous for them. Therefore, it is not a surprise that Krishna doesn't look at them because that they are not doing anything which will attract the Lord. The Lord is attracted by love. But I've been to Puri. He does not ask anyone for anything, nothing, zero. But Krishna came to give him food to eat. Krishna came to give him a pot of milk. Personally, Krishna came and gave him milk. My friend, why are you fasting here? In my country, nobody fasts. Even if you don't have something, you go and beg and eat. And if I see someone who's not begging, I will personally come and give him something. So Krishna gave him milk. Take this, my friend. Take. Should drink something. Krishna never did this to powerful personalities who are doing charity, giving grains on the Kadasi Day, or feeding people with pride. They are feeding people with pride. So we shouldn't be surprised that Krishna does not show attention. Krishna doesn't pay attention to people like this because what they're doing has no value. And because it is destroying even the party that they themselves are having. They say one comment by giving grace to someone on the Kadasi Day or eating grains on the Kadasi Day it is more dangerous than or the sin one may commit in other days. More dangerous. So dangerous. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he personally told his mother, a pure devotee, such a matter. My dear mother, I'm begging you for charity. I'm begging you for charity. Such a matter said, yes, please ask me for anything. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear mother, please do not eat grains on Ekadasi day, even in sleep. Don't eat grains. It is so dangerous to eat grains on Ekadasi day. Here we see so many charitable people distributing grains on Ekadasi day. So how would the Lord be attracted by such? Mother Binda pretty pure bhakti attracted the Lord. She attracted the Lord. The Lord personally came. I have been waiting for you to come and liberate me. See the supreme personality of God who is Mukunda. He's telling his devotee, I've been waiting for you to come and liberate me. Some time back, the Pujari who was taking care of me had an Muslim were coming to attack. So he buried me on the ground and ran away for his protection. And still I've been hiding here, and it is too much heat, I've been suffering no food, it's too much heat. Please, I've been waiting. When will Mother Binda Puri come and liberate me? And now I have seen you. Please, take your men and come and remove me. Mother Binda Puri was not living in that place. He was not living in this place. He came from a far place. There are so many millions of people there. Why Krishna didn't tell them to come and remove him? Krishna didn't speak to them because they're not devotees. Therefore, they cannot attract the Lord. Only one who has bhakti will attract the Lord. Mother Binda Puri attracted the Lord because of his bhakti. The next Gurudev is talking about the women often engaged in the most elaborate and lengthy prayers, beseeching the demigod for a divine male child. Yeah. Even before then, worshipping Uma is there, so you can get a good husband. Then after that, you want to worship Lord Shiva, get a good son. Yeah, so that the son will liberate us from hell. But in Kali Yuga, how many children are taken to Krishna consciousness to liberate the children, to liberate the parents from hell? The same problem. We simply increase our problem. Because it is not only, yes, it is the parent. Look at our ignorance. We don't know how to bring children to this planet. We don't know how to get divine children who will be putra to liberate us from the hell. And also, even when we brought some wrong children here, we don't know how to train them to become devotees. So what is it we are doing? We are simply creating problems. Varana Sankara. Varana Sankara is expanding, is extending, is increasing all over the planet. But we saw that Narada Muni's mother did not perform all these things. What she got? She got such an exalted child. Narada Muni was a very beautiful Gandharva, handsome Gandharva. Narada Muni is so handsome. Like when Narada Muni moves in the street, just like flies follow, the flies will follow death. So when Narada Muni's or the bees, they will follow, the honey bees, they will follow any aroma naturally. So when Narada Muni moves in the street, women follow him like bees, automatically, not that he has to waste his time to talk to any again. They follow him automatically. His mother did not perform any puja to the demigod to get him as a son. She simply lived a clean, pious life. That's all. That's what we needed. Don't live a normal human pious life. We will attract good fortune. So she's able to get a child that, although not directly taken to Christian consciousness. By fortune, she was attracted. She was attracted by fortune. Fortune arranged everything that his mother was watching, was serving in a hotel, like this period, like this period, Chaturmasi, 4 months. Now the money became a pure devotee in 4 months. Should not be envious of another. 4 months he became a pure devotee. Dhira Maharaj, 6 months became a pure devotee. For most of us, many lifetimes, many lifetimes, because of simple activities. So she simply live a decent, natural life. And she got a son who had the fortune of associating with the Bhaktivedantas. She was associating with the Bhaktivedantas. She didn't get the attraction her son got for the Bhaktivedantas, the pure devotees. This is fortune. This is fortune. When fortune smiles on someone, who can calculate the situation of that person? When the fortune smiles on someone. So we are begging that the Kartik month will smile on all of us. Let Kartik smile on all of us. So for that reason, excuse me, for that reason, to invoke the smile of Kartik Mass on us, Lord Damodara, to smile on us, we are doing so many things. We are offering limes, we are chanting astakams, we are chanting so many prayers, we are reading, we are praying, just to have the big smile of Damodara on us. And that will put an end to our material resistance. It's also the powerful kings feed thousands of brahmanas and villagers hoping to attract your attention. Sridhara Kolavecha offered you a few banana leaves with such devotion that you came personally to eat his food. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes every day to Kolavech Sridhara. And one day, Chaitanya was teasing him, my friend, all this Hare Krishna I've been doing for all this time, what is the result? Lord Chaitanya is teaching, he is glorifying his, he's glorifying his disciple. My friend, yeah, Hare Krishna. What is the benefit of this Hare Krishna thing you have been doing in your life? Look at your clothes. Look, see, you don't even have money to stitch your clothes. So what is the use of this thing you are doing? Don't you see that Durga worshipper there? See how he's enjoying it. Look at the number of cars in his compound. See the kind of people that come there. Can't you see that this thing you are doing is not working for you? You should look for something else. Call a alive. You say that Droga worshiper, thousands of people are going there, look at the cars in his compound, but have you gone there one day? You, have you gone there one day? And will you ever go there? But every day you come to me. You come to me every day here. But my poverty, you come every day to me here. And even drunk from my pots. So I'm satisfied with what I'm doing. And I say, you, why you always like to trouble me every day? Why you always like to do this? You are so stubborn. I wonder if you will not beat me one day. Because you can do anything. Every time you come here, you only to come and quarrel with me. Why? But anyway, I'm satisfied. Even if you beat me, no problem. Even if you beat me, no problem. I have no problem with that. You are fully independent to do anything you like. If you beat me, that will be a pleasure for me. Very nice. Do anything you like. Do anything. So this is a dealing between devotee and their master, the supreme personality of Godhead. But you don't see this dealing with demons. You don't see this dealing with demons. This morning we were talking about Lord Krishna was crying Just seeing the stick in mother's hand, he was crying. Just seeing a stick, the Krishna was crying. But he didn't cry when he was fighting. When he was fighting with Musika, they were punching each other, strangling each other. And the desire is to kill, not just to play, it's to kill. But Krishna did not cry. When Krishna appeared at the Kamsa's arena, the Brajavasis, Mathravasis, they lamented, oh, what an inauspicious experience we're having. Don't look at Krishna and Balaram. Their body is so tender, just like a lotus flower. And look at the wrestlers. Their body like iron. This is not a match at all. This is not a match at all. This is not at all. Why Providence should allow this to happen? And look at the elder. Nobody is talking. At the same time, Krishna, Balaram with their tender body, contended with the thunderbolt body of Chanura, Mustika, Sala, and all of them, and crushed them into powder. Yes, they crushed them. They didn't cry. Krishna did not cry fighting with Ravana. Fighting with comes with Jarasandha, Agasura, Bakasura, Varsasura, Denukasura. Krishna they didn't cry. They didn't cry for this. Why just a stick? And even not in a man's hand, in a woman's hand, Krishna is crying. Because of the love. And Krishna came to distribute what is devotees. Krishna shed tears. My mother is not the only person who is not happy with me. The whole world is celebrating. The whole world is celebrating my appearance. The only person who is not happy, that's angry with me, is my mother. So Krishna cried, not because of stick in his hand. It's a reciprocation. And this is the love Krishna came to show. So we are constantly seeing the dealing Krishna having with his devotees. And at the same time, the dealing Krishna has with the non-devotees is different. We saw also how Krishna Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to beg Nakula Brahmachari, I want to take prasadam in your house. Me? Say yes. I'm a beggar, I have no food in the house. There's so many wealthy people here giving charity, giving food. I'm a beggar, I don't have food. And even if I beg something, what is my qualification to feed you? My Lord, is it a joke? Is it a joke? Sister Mapu said, no, I want to take prasadam in your house today. The Kula Brahmachari has to go and ask other deity, is it proper for me? Give me advice. What should I do? What should I do? Give me advice. The devotee says, hey, you're very fortunate. The Lord is not joking. Go and make arrangement and get something ready. But, get a devotee to assist you so you can make a very tasty, not the one you are eating, make a very tasty prasadam for the Lord. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and had a powerful feast in the beggar's house, who has nothing, just begging. Lord Krishna refused to go and eat in the house of Dhira, who is a prince. Dhira is a prince with opulent prasadam. Krishna said, I'm not going there. I'll not eat in the house. Because whatever you have cooked, I don't see any food here. What I see with you is envy. Envy, hatred. I don't feast on hatred and envy. No, I will not. So Krishna didn't go there. Krishna went to Vidura's house just to eat banana peels. Do you know what happened? If you visit a person You visit a person, the person is going to give you food. He peel the banana and give the peels to you and throw the banana there. Is it not opposite? The one to be thrown away, that is being offered. The one to be offered is thrown away. Just opposite. And it is there. So Krishna didn't go there to take the banana. He didn't complain. He didn't come, my friend, why are you so foolish that you're doing this? You don't know what you're doing? Krishna didn't do that. Krishna didn't go there to the banana. He took the peels and ate it. If the devotee offering that is a fool, Krishna himself is not a fool. He would have go there and take the banana, but Krishna did not go there. Why? That peel has the bhakti. The banana does not have bhakti. So Krishna demonstrated how he deals with his devotees. Krishna deals with his devotees, and the dealing is based on love. It's based on love. It is the love that can attract the Supreme Personality of God. Krishna is captured by love, not by anything else. After all, Krishna is Madhava. He's Madhava. Aham sarvasya prabha mata sarvam parapatati iti matta bhajanti mam buddha vasamanvita. I am what? Bhaktaram jagatapasam sarva loka maheshwara. This is Krishna's position. I own the material and the spiritual world with everything inside, all the billions of demigods, all the powerful, everything belongs to me. So, what is it we want to offer to Krishna that doesn't have? It's love. So Krishna is controlled by love. Many gather to perform magnificent sacrifices and grand rituals. Yes, they're doing rituals, vying for your blessings. At best, they may summon some demigod. That is okay. Some demigod will come. But Sudama did not have anything to offer. Nothing. He only have his devotion to offer. Only devotions he has. When he was going to being petitioned by his wife repeatedly for years, so Sudama decided, after all, there's nothing wrong. I can't see my friend now. Yes. What is wrong? Let me go and see. Anyway, I'm going to go anywhere. So let me go and see my friend. Nothing is wrong with that. And the wife said, you cannot just go like this. You have to take something. So he has to go to the field, go and look for grains. He picked the grains and came and tie it in a poor Brahman who had no blue cloth. Tie it here out of shame. He couldn't bring it out because he was ashamed. You go to a place and see someone's opulence, palaces, magnificent, full of everything. You go and offer the person a cheap rice? So he was ashamed to bring it out, but Krishna said, see, what is that you brought from me? Bring it. Bring it. Krishna snatched it away from him by force. And that made him become so wealthy. His situation changed. But Krishna did not give him blessing like he do other people. I take my blessings, their poverty is gone. Krishna didn't do that. That's true. Krishna didn't do that. But Krishna did it indirectly because his friend, see, Krishna is very, very conscious of everything. My friend is very, very shy to offer me something because my situation. I don't want to embarrass him by giving him blessings. Let him go and meet it. Let him go and meet it there. So Sudama people left there as if there was nothing until he got to the house before he saw what Krishna gave to him. This is Krishna's plan, like he did to Digvijay. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this is a very reputable person. He's well known, he's famous, and he really powerful. So if I disgrace him in a public, he will die. He will die. If I disgrace him in public, he will die. He will die. He will certainly die. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make him feel ashamed. No, I don't want to do that. I better deal with him in private so that nobody knows. So Chaitanya went to wait for him at the bank of Ganga, not in a assembly of sages or pandits, like he himself used to do. Sri Chaitanya didn't do that. He did it in a private place, in a private corner. Went to the bank of Ganga, and he quietly handled him there, quietly. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not destroy his prestige in the public. He didn't disgrace him. Although he helped him, at the same time, he put him in such a way that he didn't feel embarrassed and devastated. Chaitanya would deal with him in a very nice way. In this way, the Lord deals with devotees appropriately. Appropriately. And you see the same situation when he did with Devanand Pandita. In Devanand Pandita, he did it in the public because they are not on the same level. They are not on the same level. So the devastation the Digvijay Kesava Kashmir will feel is higher than Devanand Pandit. So they're not on the same level. And the Lord treated them differently according to their level. So we are clearly seeing how Krishna is dealing with the in a very brilliant way. Brilliant. Most people wait until they are old to consider renunciation. Yes. And what do we give to people? If you are going to give charity, we give people the thing we don't have a need for, something which we are tired of using, and give to the beggar. They are useless people. Go and give them. Destroy the beggars' morale. We make them. How do I put it? We make beggars feel useless. We make them feel incompetent. They exist on our mercy, which is wrong. So some of the first thing we are doing, good thing we are doing charity, but that is not how things should be done. So we give charity of things we are not having need for. We are tired of useless things because you are useless. Take this useless thing. And I saw how people queue in the sun for just a small kitchen in the hand. People wait the queue for long. Even Hare Krishna temple, they do this, which is wrong. The people are queuing and just to come and they get a small prasada and they be shouting them, go ahead, get out from me, get out from there. This is not human. It's not human. So we should treat people with respect. Even if they are beggar, they should be treated with respect. Conditions show a beggar has no value, have no sense, have no say. Even though we are foolish, but because we have money, we know everything. So we treat people in a very condescending way. It is wrong. But we saw that Prahlad Maharaj, he gave his youth to Krishna. And he advertised, we should start our bhakti right from the beginning, not when we are old and useless. Just like we're giving useless things to beggars. We should not give our burden to Krishna. We should give our youth to Krishna. It is not. This is not to say that we should not take to Krishna consciousness even at old age. Not everybody should have access, but we should know. We should know what we're doing. We should know what we're doing. We should know what we're doing. That is the point. Some yogis adhere strictly to their vows of celibacy all their lives, performing great austerities to attract you or receive some boon. They are lucky if they get even a glance from you. Bhakti Dakura was a magistrate involved in worldly affairs. He had many children, large family. He was working. He did everything that a human being did. If you look at the life of our chariots, you hardly see any of our chariots who shows the life of, like Bhakti Saraswati. He showed the life of coming directly here and doing everything on the transcendental level. You hardly see many of our chariots. Many of our chariots, they live the same way we conditions will live their life. Have all kinds of difficult situations. Prabhupada married. I wanted to marry twice. Bhakti married twice. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said he married twice. So many of our chariots they suffer illness, poverty. And Maharaj Janak Maharaj, who has opulence, the father of Sita Devi. He came also in Chaitanya Lila. King Janaka, he came in Chaitanya Lila. The father of Lakshmi Devi. That is Maharaj Janak. But he was poor. Jagannath Mishra also himself was poor, materially speaking. Has no money. When Lakshmi Devi's father was approached to give his daughter to Nimai Pandit for marriage, say yes, this is the best. This is a great fortune that I don't know how many sacrifices I have performed, whatever I have done that have given opportunity that my daughter is going to be given to such a boy for marriage. This is a great fortune, but I have one problem. I'm not ashamed to express it before you. I don't have money to give to my daughter's husband. So let them know this. Say, hey, not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. These days, even devotees, they are demanding so much money before they get married to a girl. What is the love inside? Mechanical. A few years ago, one friend, she came to me, was crying. We're celebrating Janmaswami in Delhi. So a friend invited me to come and celebrate with them. So I came to celebrate. And I saw one lady came to me. She knows me for some time. She came to me, was crying. I said, what is the problem? She said that Prabhu said, you'll not marry me because the demand, what he's asking for, the demand is making to marry me is too high. My parents cannot afford this. At first, I was shocked to look at. I was looking at her. Is it true she are telling me this thing? I didn't tell her like that. In my mind, I was thinking, a devotee, they are all initiated devotee, Brahmana. Yes. He is demanding so much before he can marry me. I was silent for some time because I was thinking, how is this? Where is the love here? Where's the love here? But here, devotees, real devotee didn't do that. See, he expressed his mind. I don't have much. I only have these few things I can offer. Say, hey, no problem, no problem. So get married. It was not an issue. So devotees, we should be really devotees. We should really be devotees in action. so that the whole world will approach it because we'll have the potency to lead the world. Now we don't have the potency. Impotency is our problem. So we'll give our youth to Krishna. We should give our youth to Krishna, and that will make things easy. Make things easy. So back to Notiko. Yeah, many children, he didn't complain. He didn't complain about his wife. He didn't complain about difficulty maintaining the children. Now people are into this habit. One child is okay. Finish. Only one child. Boy or girl doesn't matter. You have one child. Why? The difficulty in maintaining the and taking a son to big school, you go to Japan, go to Denmark, go to Hong Kong, go to America, go to London, go to school. It's expensive to do all that. Therefore, one child. Education. So I can handle that. I can handle that one. One child is okay. But we don't know that we are reducing our strength. We are reducing our strength. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Muslims are marrying 4 wives. And they have many children. The Hindus are having 1 wife and 1 child. And Muslim doesn't like you. They don't like your deity. And they're in power. Now we are lamenting, we are crying, oh, terrorist attack. Muslim attacking Hindus, Muslim attacking Hindus. But you also don't know that they are more than us. And they don't like you. And they are more than you. So what do you think we're doing? So we should look at it. We should look at this thing very carefully. Ascetics undergo severe hardships, wearing very little clothing and eating only on occasion. With all their effort, they may not even reach Kamaloka. King Pundarika, who dressed opulently and ate most scrumptiously, captured your heart so intensely that you personally cried out for his association. 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐻 who is called Father, 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 Father. That's how you call Pundari Vidyanidhi. Father, Father. People wonder, who is the father? Father, Pundari Vidyanidhi. Father. You cannot stay different from each other. The association is very tight. Very tight. Because of what? It's the love. It's the love. 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐻 Mahaprabhu, Lord Jagannath, they so love you so much that they show it, they prove it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Pundari Vidyanidhi in a dream as Lord Jagannath and Jala Balaram. They slap him both sides. Who are you to talk about my devotees? You don't know? The hand was there. The hand was there and printed there. With the rings on the hand was printed there, both sides, and the chin was swollen. The cheek was swollen. Pundari Vidyanidhi say, why are you beating me? What offense did I commit? Pundari Vidyanidhi say, your offense is unlimited. But your offense is unlimited. And why are you here? You should go back to your village. Don't stay here because you are worshiping me at the same time you are criticizing my servant. What is that? What knowledge is that? What kind of philosophy is that? Begging a Brahmana, touching Brahmana's feet, begging for blessing and hitting him with a shoe on the head. This is what you're doing. What is this? If you stay here, you're going to destroy your caste. Don't bring your Gyan here. This place is constituted of Bhakti. So you better go out from here. Pondari Bidyanidhi say, yes, my Lord, I'm an offender. I'm an offender. I accepted wholeheartedly I'm an offender. Please excuse me. Please excuse me. This dealing, you don't see it with karmis. It only with devotees. That how much 𝐶𝐻 loved his devotees. That's personal dealings with him. The next day, Pondari Vidyanidhi came to see his friend. His tight friend, they are just like brothers. Tight friend is Swarup Damodara Gosai. So Swarup Damodara Gosai say, hey, my brother, why did you come and for Mangalati this morning as you used to do every day to the Jagannath? Pundari Vijayanidhi said, my brother, I came here to tell you something that happened to me. Why didn't you come from Mangalati? Something. As he was talking, Pundari Vijayanidhi's cheek was shown. So Damodara Pandit said, my brother, what happened to you? You don't know? This night, yesterday we were arguing about was it a festival? Udana Sasti festival. Yesterday we were arguing. I was asking you serious questions and you were defending. I was arguing. So when we were sleeping, Lord Chaitanya, he was sleeping with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya appeared to him at Jagannath. He was slapping me, both of them, they slapped me. They couldn't stop. They were slapping me from both sides. See how much is it? They couldn't stop. They continued to slap me. So I'm very, very fortunate. Swarup Damodara Goswami said, my dear brother, I have never had this before. The deity appeared to someone and be slapping. This one never even happened to the Krishna devotees in Dwarka. You are so fortunate that you have it directly. We have this directly. The Lord, so merciful, so kind. You are very, very. I don't have this mercy. I don't have this fortune like you. Brother Bundas Sakura said, this is the nature of true friends. The nature of true friends is that they rejoice each other's success. They are not envious. Swarup Damodara Goswami was happy to see his friend being blessed by the Lord. He was not envious. This is the nature of true friends. But Chaitanya is very fond of Pundari Vidyanidhi. While people are undergoing sitting on top of ice at the Himalayas, Pundari Vidyanidhi is getting the Lord personally present before him and showing him such a costless mercy. So, my dear Lord Shama Sundar, you have shown so many times that your devotees live only for you and that you live only for them. Pure Bhakti forces you to give yourself. My dear Lord, I have no Bhakti to attract you. My offerings and consciousness are unworthy of you. After many lifetimes in this unfortunate condition, I cry out to you, please be merciful to me and give me the opportunity to develop real love for you, which will attract your attention. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shri Guru.
Comment? Question?
Shri Gurudev, we have the first question from Mukulji Prabhu.
All right. What happened to your beard? What is your beard, Mukuljit Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto the dust of the lotus feet. Maharaj, it happens that our action and act may offend the devotees, and they are offended and hurted so much as they stop talking and boycotted us from all the communication. Maharaj, how can we approach for the apology and to repent for this offense? I've clean shaved the beard because of Kartik month.
Yes, if we offend somebody, that is all right. We have done that. The next thing is to go and beg the person or the people for forgiveness. That is a remedy. And begging should be properly done, not whimsically, like Hargesan said. Like so many devotees do. Whimsical. Very whimsical. So many devotees do this whimsical thing. The moment we do something, or just touch the person, put in the hand, it's gone. No feeling, just so dry, like no feeling. We will never get purified from it. Because it is not done with feelings. So we are not going to get purified. We will repeat it again and again and again. Begging should be done with feelings and obtaining the mercy of the person. You must obtain the mercy of the person by falling flat before the person whom you offended, begging for forgiveness and obtain the mercy. If we don't obtain the mercy, we will repeat it again and again. So if you casually do that, touch the person, put on head, and just walk away. I have told you Harakeshna now, so what else? What else? So you should forget now. If you don't forget, then you are not a devotee. Huh? I beg you, why are you not forgiving me? That is wrong. We will not be forgiven because we have not done the right thing yet. So we should just beg and be humble to take the blessing from the person. So touch the lotus feet, take the dust and put on the head in a very meek, humble way. Then we'll be forgiven. We'll be free. That's the process. Daksha did not beg like that. He repeated the offense again and again and again. Hare Krishna. Next.
Srila Gurudev, we don't see any hands raised on Zoom.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Gurudev, we have the next question from Jayananda Prabhu and then from Shyam Murari Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
All right.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances as a just to speak. Bhakti 𝐇𝐸𝐴
Thank you.
Prabhupada. Maharaj, I have one question regarding the Ekadashi Prasadam. In Jagannath Puri, it is known like it is a place where it is famous for prasadam, and over there, it is considered that over there, no one should follow the Ekadashi. So, what about devotees who are visiting there during Ekadashi? What should be their mindset? They should follow the norm of the people there, or like we follow in the ISKCON society?
In Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur did mention that eating fish in Jagannath Puri, even fish in Jagannath Puri is Habishya. It's pure. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is from Jagadananda Pandit, in his record. In his record, he noted down Jagadananda Pandit in his Prema by what? Prema Bhakti Chandrika. So he recorded in his diary, in his book, very nice. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he called devotees in Jagannath Puri, not outside Jagannath Puri, in Jagannath Puri. Chaitanya, we called all the devotees today and he announced, today is a Ekadasi. No one should eat grains. Even if it is Mahaprasada, no one should eat grains. The only activity that all the devotees should do is chanting and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. If you like, you can do parikrama. If you like, you can go for kirtan. And immediately upon hearing this, all devotees became very happy. And some started parikrama, some started kirtan. This is activity for devotees introduced by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. The activity that should be done on a Ekadasi day. We should not eat grains. And the message was so important. The instruction was given in Jagannath Puri, not outside, not in Mayapur. It was in Jagannath Puri. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this instruction. No one should take grains. Even if it is Mahaprasadam, it should be kept till the next day. No one should eat grains. The species of devotee that they did this, they are different from us. And that is also that time, our devotees were there. But Krishna devotees, we should know we are different. We are different. So we should follow what our own Acharya is teaching us. So no grains on the Ekadasi day, even in Jagannath Puri, should be observed. The Ekadasi be fully observed. Is it clear?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I have another question, Guru Maharaj. If you can.
Yes.
Guru Maharaj, we see that there are many devotees, they take to like selling prasad to earn their living. Sorry, Guru Maharaj. Harikshan, Guru Maharaj.
I'm hearing you.
Yes. Devotees, they take to like selling prasad, to sell prasad to earn their living. And you were mentioning that on Ekadasi day, we should not sell prasadam. But we see, like in Mauritius, it is a custom that even
prasadam should not be sold.
Yes.
So in Mauritius?
Yes. During Ekadasi, we see devotees, they have the custom to sell grain to the members of the public. Because
that is wrong. It is wrong. I was in one temple. And on the Ekadasi day, during the japa, I saw devotees were serving a sweet rice prasadam. During japa, I was seeing some devotees were serving it on this plate. So I went upstairs to go and take care of my deities. By the time I came back, everything disappeared. So after the class, I asked the vice president, this morning I saw rice prasadam, sweet rice prasadam was being served. What happened to them? So he told me that they were distributed to the congregational members. I said, why? Say they eat rice in the house. So I told him, my dear brother, they eat other things, they drink alcohol, they eat other things in the house. Can you also give them? You can give them also. They do it in the house. So he kept quiet. And I asked him a second question. Do we expect that they will become devotees tomorrow? Are you expecting that their congregational members, after coming, hearing, doing something for some time, they will also become devotees tomorrow? Are we expecting them to become devotees tomorrow? He said, yes. I said, how? When we don't teach them the right thing, how will they become devotees? Only when we train people and teach them the right thing, then we will gradually grow to become mature to also take fully to Krishna consciousness. But when you are not teaching them the right thing, how will they become devotees? He kept quiet for some time. And he left. The next day he came to me and he said, thank you very much for what he did yesterday. I didn't know what he did. So he told me that after he spoke to me, we called for a meeting. And in the meeting, it was resolved that from now on, we will not give people rice for silence. I gotta see there again. So I said, thank you. So they stopped. I did this twice. This in Calcutta. The next one was in Rajmundry. Rajmundry were also there. And it also happened to be a Kadasi there. And we are going for a program. So we passed through a very big shop. And they opened the shop is full of grains in the shop. They were selling. So I walked straight to the devotee who was serving there. So I pointed her and I said, what is this? Prasada. What kind of prasada is this? Grains. I said, what is today? Sekadasi. So you are distributing this on the Kadasi day? He said, yes. I didn't talk to him, I just stopped because he is serving there. I stopped. So when we went to the place we're having the program, I met the temple president. So I said, my dear Prabhu, while we're coming here, I passed through your shop. It was full, very nice, full stock. He said, yeah, that is our shop. I said, but I also saw that everything there is green. And today in the currency, you're also disputing. He said, yes, that is how we make money to maintain. So I said, Prabhu, my Krishna consciousness is very low, so I want to learn from you. You want to tell me that for 2 days in a month, if you don't sell grains to people, this temple will close down? Please, I want you to convince me. Krishna is incapable that he will not maintain this temple for 2 days in a month if you don't sell grains. See, he kept quiet for some time. So I just want to know, devotees, we are giving grains, we are selling grains to people. So maintain the temple. So he told me, I'm sorry, we will stop it. We didn't know like this. We stop it. So I did this 2 times in 2 places. I don't know if they continue, but I remember I did this and they promised me they would stop. So to sell grains on the Kadasi day is lack of bhakti. You can quote me. This is recorded, so I'm not hiding my mouth. Don't tell other people. You can quote me. I said it is lack of bhakti that we are selling grains on the capacity. If we have bhakti, we will not do that. We will know that I shouldn't give bhakti. I should not give grains to people. Why I'm not taking grains on a courtesy? Because it's not good. It's not because I'm a Hare Krishna person. It's because it is not good. So if it's not good, why should I give the bad thing to somebody if I really care for the people? If I love the person, why should I give you a wrong thing? One day, one of my brothers, he came to visit me. So I gave him prasadam and water to him. When he was leaving, so he said, you see, I'm not your member. Why didn't you give me drink, beer, alcohol to drink? I said, I didn't give you because it is not good. I'm not taking it because I have Krishna. I'm not taking it because it's not good for anybody. So if I love you, why should I give it to you? He is very intelligent. He said, oh, thank you. Yes, you're correct. He didn't argue with me blindly, foolishly. So you're correct. Something is not good, right? Not just for me, it's not good for anybody. So I will not give it to you. I gave you what is good, food. And we are giving grace to people on the capacity. It is wrong. I'm saying it is lack of bhakti. We are very destructive that we are so covered over. We have no faith in Krishna. So if I don't sell grains on 2 days in a month, my business will close. There's no faith in Krishna. That shows the level of our Krishna consciousness. That is very low. All right?
Yes, thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Shila Gurudev. We have the next question from Shyamurari Prabhuji.
All right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, please explain at your divine lotus feet. Srila Gurudev, I
Maybe you should put up your video so you can have a maybe better if you put up your video.
Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Prabhuji, it looks like your network is a little poor.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, am I?
Yes, you're audible now, Prabhuji.
Srila Gurudev, I have a question. Many a time I have heard about the glories of Ekadashi. One small more clarification I wanted to increase my faith further. We heard why we should not take grains, and many times the stories we heard, they were more less in devotion, more in terms of what gains you will get in terms of the material aspect. So since we see that how Krishna conscious or how Lord Krishna is a Bhavagrahi Janardhana, so what are the reasons why Ekadashi is so dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or devotees? Exact reason, Srila Gurudev. Apart from the rituals of not taking grains and other things, what are the reasons why this is very dear to the Supreme Lord?
Ekadashi is very dear to Lord Krishna because Ekadashi will destroy the sins. Ekadashi has the strength to destroy our sins and make Krishna consciousness available. He gave us strength to become successful in our Krishna conscious practice. It makes Krishna to be very, very merciful to us, that Krishna will grant any boon which is so difficult to get. Ekadashi has the power to make Krishna to give us that blessing. So powerful because Ekadashi pleases Krishna. When the Ekadashi appeared from Krishna's body, the first thing she did was to kill Murasura. She killed Mura. demon. He was trying to fight with Krishna. She killed the demon. And then when Krishna woke up, he said, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm your expansion, your Shakti." These demons were trying to disturb their sleep, so I killed it. So Krishna said, "Oh, because you have done such a wonderful thing, service for me, and I will give you a blessing." That whoever will observe you, it will destroy heaps of sins. Heaps of sin. And the people they will have the strength to easily approach me and serve me. In fact, their devotion for me will yield result if you are observed. So it is called the day of Lord Hari, of Krishna. The Ekadasi is the day of Lord Hari. For every day has a personality. Like now we are predominating deity for Kartik Simati Radharani. The Ekadasi, Lord Krishna. So you can easily get Krishna's mercy on the Ekadasi day. So immediately upon getting this assignment for Krishna, Papa Purusha went and Ekadasi went after Papa Purusha. She chased him everywhere he ran to. Ekadasi chased him, and there's nowhere for him to hide. Ekadasi came to destroy our sins. So Papa Purusha ran and came back to Krishna. Krishna, please protect me from this lady. You gave me the service. I'm doing my service very nicely, but this lady is after me. So Krishna said, "Okay, don't worry. There are 2 days she will appear. And those days, a waxing, 11 day, and the waxing and waning. On those days, you should hide in grains. She will not go there." So sin personified lives in grains on the Ekadasi day. So if you eat grains, you are eating sin only. As Bhagavad Gita said. You are eating sins only, nothing else but sins. So it is very dangerous. So it's an opportunity for us to get purified, easily free from our sin. Ekadasi came to destroy our sin, to give us strength to overcome all sinful activities and develop our pure love for Krishna. That's why Ekadasi is so special. At the time I have a requesting me his own mother should not eat grains on Ekadasi day. So the external boon which we see the Ekadasi book, Ekadasi Mahatmya from the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. It is the external one. The devotees are not fasting to go to heaven. The devotees were fasting to please Krishna, to get Krishna's mercy, to destroy all the shackles of material existence so we can worship Krishna to his full satisfaction. For that, Ekadasi is very, very dear to Krishna, is very dear to devotees. And we wholeheartedly observe that and take shelter of Ekadasi because it helps us to become successful in our Krishna consciousness by destroying all our sinful deeds and the strength to do sins. So all devotees will observe Ekadasi fully. So we can be free from all unnecessary things. Even as devotees, we're not acting as devotees. Why? Because of the reaction of our sinful activities are catching up with us. Devotees, we are misbehaving a lot. So many devotees misbehave a lot. Devotees misbehave a lot. We are misbehaving a lot. We don't even know how to relate with each other. We're very offensive to each other. How will we make advancement? Ekadasi is here to help us take care of that. We must have qualities, devotional qualities to attract Lord Krishna. This is the topic we're treating. We should have the quality to attract Lord Krishna. How are we going to develop this quality to attract Lord Krishna? By observing a Ekadasi.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Small addition to it, Srila Gurudev. How to overcome laziness? It's very easy if we want to get away from passion to goodness.
You have to get away from mode of ignorance. You should try to get away from mode of ignorance. Ignorance means laziness. We are ignorant. That is why we are lazy. It's ignorance. So we have to get out of ignorance. How do we do that? So the Prophet has given us the opportunity to develop goodness. How do we do that? Because the Prophet set a standard for developing goodness. Everything is on that level. You get up early in the morning. What is that? That is goodness. What time do we wake up from sleep? We want to overcome laziness, ignorance. So look at the process Prophet set down for us to get up with that. What time do we wake up in the morning? The Prophet gave us that we should rise before sunrise. We should wake up before sunrise. So when we say that a person who is sleeping in bed is still sleeping in bed by 4 o'clock is a dead body, it is not an insult. It's to help us to do the right thing. If you don't get up in the morning, is it a mistake? We should get up 1.5 hours before sunrise. That is how we develop goodness. We get out of laziness. So Mangalarati is compulsory for every devotee. Even if you are living in a house, you should get up in the morning and chant. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra, what is that? It's goodness. Yeah? We are hearing Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita in the morning. What is that? It's goodness. What about our prasadam is goodness. Deity greatness is goodness. You see, Prabhupada set all the platform for us to function and develop the goodness that will become proper in our Krishna consciousness. See, his laziness, His Holiness Bhakti Maharaj said we are lazy people. Why we are lazy? Because you cannot access what is available. We can't get up in the early morning to chant. We cannot chant everything. Everything is just lazy. Lazy. Ignorance. This is how we overcome laziness. We should know that is ignorance. We should know this is ignorance. How to get out of ignorance if you want to succeed. All right.
Hare Krishna.
Shila Gurudev. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Shila Gurudev. My video is not there. The network over here is, I think, is weak.
Okay, you can get the recording if your network is weak. Get the recordings. We are finished with that. Next question.
Srila Gurudev, we have 4 more questions in queue. So can we take them now?
But the hands were there before. Let's see.
Yes, Gurudev. Next, Rajalakshmi Mataji, you may unmute and ask your question.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Gurudev, thank you for everything you said. I remembered when Lakshmi Devi was married, you said then it will give her a potential to be with her husband for bring the law of God, for bring Krishna consciousness to the world. Is it actual? Is it then actually we need to be in family close, or one devotee can be strong enough, or is it better to be at 2, 3, 4 devotee associate, or in temple? What is the more potential? What is the potential given by Krishna by doing this wedding for her?
Nothing is compulsory. The wedding is not compulsory for everybody. It's not compulsory. everything is designed by Krishna to help us become properly situated, so we can do our sadhana very nicely to become successful in our Krishna consciousness. So if marriage will help us, proper mention, not everybody on the same level. So not all of us are on the same level. So some of us will need a husband, need a wife to support us, so we can peacefully practice Krishna consciousness. So that is there we should follow.
The mantra.
And some who need a different ashram to progress in a Krishna consciousness, say we should go there. It has to be nicely arranged. Everything has to be nicely arranged. It's not an imposition on anyone, but it's an arrangement for us to help us to facilitate our Krishna consciousness. Like we say, proper arrange everything in goodness. This is the same thing. It's arranged in a way that we can function nicely and make progress in our Krishna consciousness. This morning we mentioned if one is doing something, doing the same thing every day, and you are not getting success in that, if you are intelligent, you should stop. You should stop and check and make adjustment before you continue. If one continue, is considered foolishness. For example, I'm trying to get a wife, get a husband. I'm trying, not working. So you should stop and check why it's not working. Don't just continue. Don't just put your head. That is foolishness. So check why it's not working and correct it before you continue. Sometimes, like I used to ask devotees, yeah, you are a businessman or business lady, and you are doing business. Not your goods are sold. It was not stolen. Your goods are sold. They are all sold out. They are not stolen. You sell them, but you at the end, all the goods are going in the shop, and you have no money in the pocket. What should you do? Only devotee get different answers. So, what is your answer? Anyone can answer.
It's to, if this is not sell, it's to stop.
So
to
stop.
stop to do something else if they don't want it, they have some other desire. Is to see how they please him, what is the need of other person.
That is
what,
wrong.
What they need.
That is wrong. Next.
I didn't understand.
Who else? Yes. Yes, go ahead.
We have to do an auditing to see where we have failed or what are our weaknesses that have caused us to make a loss.
Yes, we should stop. So check where are we making mistake? What is happening? Some people say, I go and borrow money to kill. I say you are a fool. You the money also will finish. Or as you also give up the business and go and start another. I say you are a fool. You should also stop. First of all, you should check why am I not succeeding in this? You should check first and rectify the situation. Then you can move forward. That applies to everything that we do. And you see that all the companies say do this. Only Krishna and devotee doesn't do it. All right, next.
Srila Gurudev, we have a question in the chat box from Jayesh Prabhuji. Yes, Srila Gurudev.
Oh, please carry on. Sorry.
Prabhuji, you may ask. I'll ask the question next. You can go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
And happy Kartik Master.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Maharaj, just one question right now is basically like there are many questions, but what I feel is important for me is that we have a very little attraction for Krishna, and what I see is basically that still that somehow or other the material desire actually not letting me to get into the fully into the devotional attraction towards the Krishna. So how do we get away from this, so what is the solution for basically to be a more towards the Krishna rather than towards the material? Because I try, then I fail, I try, I fail. It's going on.
Haranam Chintamani, and Haranam Chintamani. That's Sakura, Bhakti not Sakura. Recommend you to associate with sadhus. As you say with sadhus, then they would destroy that by their unequivocal words, their preaching to penetrate the heart. Sadhu sanga is required. Next.
Maharaj, may I ask you one more question, small question?
Okay.
Okay, Maharaj,
Yeah.
this you mentioned about the Mahaprabhu is handling, how he is handling the Prakash Saraswati and the other Prabhu, the other Acharya also. So, so how do we handle the devotee in terms of basically which is good to in terms of, well, sometimes you have to chastise, or sometimes you have to talk to him in a friendly manner, sometimes you have to say, oh, you have to do this way. So how do we handle that actually?
I'm sure I didn't get it.
No, Maharaj, see, actually, you mentioned about when Mahaprabhu was they were debating on this the bank of Ganges about the he was reciting so many slokas. Yeah, yes.
On Keshava Kashmir.
Yeah, Kashmiri. Yes. So basically, then Mahaprabhu handling in a particular way, basically like he was handling that sometimes we actually chastise the devotee or some other even the material people in public, or so how do we basically, what should be the practice a devotee should follow?
Yes, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, we should do. The leader should not be chastised in the public. It can be corrected differently, but not in the public. It depends. Like I gave example, Devadant Pandit. He is not on the same level with Keshava Kashmir. So for him, Devadant Pandit, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did it in the public. But for Keshava Kashmir, he did it in private. Depending on their level, their weight. So we can look at the situation and see what is necessary. Then we apply medicine so that it will work nicely. If you go and shout at your wife in a public, you rascal, useless woman, you always do like this in my house. Now you're doing it in this place. Don't disgrace me here. That is wrong. that is wrong. You can tell her in the house. All right. I don't say you do that. I'm just giving it. You don't do that here. Gentle do it.
Okay.
I know you love your wife, so you don't insult anybody because she didn't do anything which will warrant being insulted in public. Yes. Some people don't have manners, so they don't know what to say in the public and what to be saying in private. And some devotees, they think there are certain things which should not be said in the public. For management sake, it's not be said in the public. But some people, they say, oh, we are transcendental, they transparent. They say something, anything will affect so many devotees. If you come to the public, is junior devotees, new devotees are there in the public. I come and said, they say this temple president has taken 20 billion. Everybody will be devastated. They will look at each other. Should I belong to this place? This person has been there for 20 years, 30 years. He did like this. So does it mean this place is working? Maybe I should not join here. I should go back. What you did is wrong, but you exposed the deviation. But it is done in a wrong way. It will it react negatively. Some people will take offense and how did he treat this person like you have been here for 20 years and they will leave. So we can say, oh, we are transparent. There's nothing we are hiding. This is not a hiding. It's a confidentiality. Make sense?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Thank you, devotees, for time. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Jayesh. Now you can go to Jayesh.
Yes, Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev, Prabhuji has asked the question in the chat box. Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for the nice class. Before starting our japa, in what order should we offer pranams with pranam mantra? Should we start with Guru first and Guru Parampara, followed by Haridas Thakur, Tulsi Maharani, Panchatattva, and Radha Krishna, or vice versa?
Everything starts from the Guru. That's the beginning. That's the beginning. Everything begins from the Guru. Without Guru permission, you can't do anything. You can't go anywhere. So everything starts from the Guru. You have to start from Guru. Then from there, you gradually go from a Guru to his Guru to the Parampara to Haridas Thakur. We should not chant without offering respect and glorification to Haridas Thakur. If we want to overcome inattentiveness, we want to overcome offensive chanting, we want to make progress in our job, we must respect Haridas Thakur. He is not my child. Chaitanya Bhagavad mentioned that anyone who remember Haridas, our bondage to karma will be destroyed. So we should consider this very carefully. And remember, it's acharya. So we need his blessing. The same way, the same thing is mentioned by Jagannatha Pandit in his Prema Bhakti Chandrika was saying. If you want complete japa, Haridas Thakur must be fully respected for the blessing. And then from there to Panchatattva and other personalities of Godhead. That is the order. All right, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. So those were the questions from today's class, and we dearly thank you for your time today. And we also apologize for going a little above today's class timings. So on behalf of all the devotees, we thank you for giving the wonderful class today. His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj ki Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Sri Radha Damodara ki Jai.
Jai.
Yashoda.
Jai.